Welcome to RiverCity-Media. I'm in a different location. My friend Ray Ray's in a different location. We're shooting a podcast tonight because I have failed to get Ray Ray on up to this point. Ray, you've been super busy, and I've been busy. Let's catch everybody up on some baseball news. And you know what? Let's start with something that probably hurt you and hurt me. Freddie Freeman left the Braves after a much ballyhooed flirtation with the Blue Jays, some other teams. And he ended up in a Dodger uniform. Javy Beaz, who I knew was one of your favorites with the Cubs.
Yes, he was.
Now shortstop for the Detroit Tigers. So let's start with Javy. He's had his struggle since going to Detroit.
Yeah, he's been struggling so far on my paper. Yeah, he's hitting 193 with a 236 on base percentage. That's not looking good at all. Slugging percentage of about 300 and OPS of 530. And his OPS plus is 54.
Ooh.
The average is 100. So, yeah, not good at all.
Do you think... Well, first of all, his defense has still been good. He's been a spotless defensive player since the Cubs. Do you think moving teams, when the Cubs is always ever known, I know you've went through some upheaval yourself, the same way he used to go to the ballpark, he don't go anymore. He don't have his locker. He don't have his friends. He's still a young guy. Do you think that's affecting him?
It's probably affecting him. I mean, he played for the Cubs for, 8 years?
Yep.
I think so. And just, probably from Bryant, Rizzo, Baez all getting traded that same day. I still can't believe that. But anyway, that probably affected him. Like, it may affect me, too, if I go up to Virginia.
You're going to be a superstar wherever you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I think sometimes leaving a team, and Freddie was really emotional about leaving the Braves, and he even made a couple. So what did you, as a Braves fan, I was completely devastated, What did, you're not a Braves fan, but what did you think when it happened?
It just absolutely shocked me, and even before, whenever they traded for Matt Olson, I knew Freddie Freeman was gone. But you still got a really good first baseman in Matt Olson, but you're going to miss Freddie.
Well, I tell everybody that, and see if you agree or doesn't agree with me. We went from maybe the second best first baseman in baseball, or the best, to the third or the fourth. But we got 7 years younger. And Matt Olson's an Atlanta kid. Now he's eating at mom and daddy's house. He's seeing his high school friends. You got younger, but you got somebody that really wanted to be in Atlanta.
Yeah. Freddie Freeman also went home to the Dodgers.
Yep.
So I guess it's a win-win for both of them. But, you got a worse first baseman, but you're probably going to have Olson for a long time since you signed him to that extension.
Yep. Yeah. It's 8 years.
8-year extension.
I'm a fan. I look at baseball cards all the time. I was looking through baseball cards last night, and I was thinking about the show we were going to do, and I pulled a Javy Beaz out, and then I Googled a picture. No one looks stranger in their other uniform. Beaz does not even look like the same guy.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Freddie looks like Freddie. Go ahead.
Freddie always looks like Freddie.
Yeah. What does it feel like as a Cub fan to see him in that Tigers uniform?
It just looks depressing.
Yeah.
It's just black and white. It doesn't look right.
I know. It's so hard for me to see. Folks, right now, if you're leaving comments, we're not seeing them. I don't know why. I set up in a new location, and I may have disconnected something here by accident. Ray, bear with me. I'm going to try to get on YouTube and see if there's people commenting. Because
I can't see any comments right now.
Me either. Hopefully we can see them. All right, Ray. One thing I was going to ask you too is, and it's the last question. We'll finish up. Would you welcome Javy Beaz back in a Cubs uniform someday?
Absolutely. I mean, I'll take Javy any day I can, but they made the Philip with that new Christopher Morel dude they got.
Very good.
But I would welcome Beaz, but he's either really bad or that's just how it is.
All right, Ray. Man, God, we should have done this earlier in the year. Shame on me for waiting for so long to get you on here. Your fan base was screaming for you too. We did get one comment. Ray, it's Harry Carpenter. Said hi.
Hello.
All right, Ray.
Shout out to Harrison.
Harrison. He called himself Harry. Sorry about that, Harrison. Before we move on, let's go talk about your Cubs a little bit. We were talking about it just a minute before we got on. And Mike, now I'm getting comments. Mike, ATE.
Mike Gator.
Yeah, said hi. Hi, Ray.
Hello.
Some reason comments started working, Ray. As a Cubs, it's a tough year for you, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, it's hard to watch the Cubs. It's really hard to watch the Cubs. But we got one good player right now. That's Wilson Contreras. He's been on fire this year. He's probably going to be the all-star catcher. He's probably going to start there.
Have you and your granddad got to watch any Cubs game together?
Well, I watched opening day.
Okay.
But I tried watching the other games and TV didn't work or something. But yeah, I got Wilson's stats here. Do you want me to list them off?
Yeah, go ahead. You got to give a shout out to Nana Janet.
Yeah, shout out to Nana Janet and Tim.
Nana Janet's our first fan ever here on RiverCity-Media.
Is she?
Yeah, she was the first one to ever like our show we do when you were on it.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that wasn't my mom.
Well, I think Mom may have beat her to it, but I didn't count Mom's vote. Go ahead, throw me those stats out, Ray.
All right, so he's hitting a 268, which that isn't bad for a catcher.
Nope.
But he has a 396 on base percentage. That's really good. 503 slugging. That's also good. But a 900 OPS. That's really good with the 152 OPS plus, which the average is 100. So pretty much he's 52% better than the average hitter. He has 10 home runs, 23 RBIs, and he also leads the league in hit by pitches with 13. It's a weird stat.
It gets him on base, don't it?
Yeah, that's probably why he has such a high on base percentage.
Is there anybody else that's been breaking out this year before we move on that you wanted to give?
He hasn't been a breakout player, but he's doing good for his first season. That's Seiya Suzuki. They signed him out of Japan. He's a rookie. He's batting a 245, which that isn't great, but it's good for a rookie. 344 on base percentage. It's still not great, but good for a rookie. 432 slugging. Same with the other two. 775 OPS and a 117 OPS plus. So he's actually doing better than the average hitter by 17%.
Bear with me, folks. We just lost Ray. He'll be right back.
What happened?
Yeah, we're lagging just a little bit. You're all good.
Yeah, what happened?
You're back. All right.
Okay.
Let me one that I'm going to say we didn't talk about, but I'm going to throw a little curveball at you.
Okay.
About another shout out, Anita Jones Sluice. Love you, Ray, Granny, Anita.
Granny
Annette. Yeah, I can't see. I should. Here, let me show you why Randall can't see. he don't wear his glasses when he podcasts, so I got to get down here to see. Kyle Wright from the Braves. He was a number 1 pick a few years ago. He's 26 years old. He was 2-7 coming into this year, and he's 7-3 with a 257 RBI, or 7-3 with a 257 ERA.
Mike Soroka.
No, Kyle Wright.
Kyle Wright. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, now I got it. I thought it was Mike Soroka.
Yeah, Soroka's still out, but that's kind of strange that he's a little bit older than a breakout player usually is. Mm-hmm. The Braves brought him up times, and remember, he even pitched in the World Series. Mm-hmm. 4 innings in the World Series, but you're a player. Just what's it like when stuff starts to click for you?
It feels really good. Everyone just looks at you like you're an alien or something. Like, whenever it was like May last year, I was just doing incredible. Everyone was just looking at me like I was an alien or like I was doing really good. And everyone started liking me there. And, that's pretty much how it feels.
Yeah. Well, you'll be back. Probably playing. You'll be on the middle school team soon, will you not?
Yeah, I think so. And I think my mom's trying to get me on a select team right now, but I don't know the name of it yet. So.
Right. So, how old are you? 11 or 12 now?
11.
11. So you still got a lot of baseball to play.
Yeah, I still do.
All right. And hey, maybe someday you can teach Mr. Randall how to hit a curveball, because I never did figure it out. So
yeah, I can barely hit a curveball now.
Just you know what? It should be unfair sometimes. All right, Ray, let's move on just a little bit. Let's get to the next subject we were going to talk about. Okay, you were talking about the Cubs a little bit. I want to get your opinion. How long is the rebuild process? Is it 2, 3?
Probably 2, 3, 4 years. Probably 3 to 4 years, just because they have to develop those prospects. They have a ton of prospects. They got Seiya Suzuki. They got that new Christopher Morel dude. They got. They traded last year with the Mets for Pete Crow Armstrong.
A player I love. I love Crow Armstrong. He's going to be a superstar someday.
Yeah, also on his jersey, it looks super funny. Like, it's like a complete arch.
Yeah.
Is how long his last name is.
Yeah. Is he up with the Cubs now?
I think he's either in AA or AAA, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I live like 5 minutes away from the Smoky Stadium.
Really?
Yeah. It's just right down the road.
All right. There's Tim Stafford. I can reckon his name. I can always get to Stafford's because I've got it memorized. He's saying, hey, go Ray Ray. Have you been able to see a Smokies game, or you think you're going to catch one this summer?
I'm probably going to catch one this summer with my papa.
Cool. All right, let's move, because the next one, you got to tell everybody, because Mr. Randall went to school at UT.
Mm-hmm.
You got and I when I sent your mom the notes, I said, tell Ray to pick his player, Ray's player of the
player of the week.
Game. And tell everybody what you sent back to me through your mom.
Yeah, pretty much since Tennessee choked against Notre Dame 2 days ago, that still blows my mind. They lost to an unranked team. For some reason, Tennessee always chokes against Notre Dame in every sport.
It still hurts right here, right?
Yeah, it does. It really does. They had an astronomical season, and they choked against an unranked team. So I decided to do a player that played for Tennessee, and he should be in the Hall of Fame someday, Todd Helton.
Let's start right there. That's a good place to start with Todd Helton. Now, you finally grew up. Well, there's your mom. Hey, Ray. So you always got to give a shout out to my mom.
I got to give a shout out to my mom and my dad.
Yeah, and one more. Her name rhymes with Kelby.
Shelby.
Shout out to Sister Selby.
Yeah, she always thinks I'm annoying.
That's because you're 11. You know, you're always going to be annoying at 11. That's how.
Yeah. And she's 13. She's at that age. Everyone
Yeah.
says that.
Annalise 12, my daughter. So it's hard to believe. And meanwhile, you and I just go be baseball guys, right?
Yeah.
All right, Todd Helton.
All right.
You've never known anything but the Rockies, but me,
Yeah.
the new team, and there was been so many home runs and big numbers put up there. Do you think that he played most of his career in Colorado might hurt him a little bit?
It may hurt his Hall of Fame stats, but there's stats where it levels out to normal playing field, and it says he's above average on everything. So
hit me with those stats, man. That's the reason
right.
You're about to earn the nickname Ray the Stat Man.
Yep. In his 17-year career, he played with Colorado the entire way.
Yep.
He had a 316 average with 369 home runs, 414 on base percentage through his entire career. That's crazy. And a 539 slugging, 953 OPS, again through his entire career, and a 133 OPS plus. So he played above average his entire career.
How many RBIs did he have?
How many RBIs? I don't have that on here.
I'm about to pull it up.
All right, pull it up. I forgot to put that on there. That's my bad.
From Tammy. It looks like
Tammy Carey.
Yeah.
Nana Tammy.
Yes.
Shout out to Nana Tammy and Peppa Rick.
All right. Todd Helton ended his career. I'm pulling up the stats. A WAR, a 61 WAR.
Yeah, I saw that.
He ended up with, and this is a number I think gets overlooked, 592 doubles.
Oh my God. Yeah, doubles always get overlooked.
369 home runs, 1,406 RBIs. And he ended up with that elusive mark that many people don't do, career over 316 career.
Average.
I think Hall of Fame numbers of any day.
Yeah. Even if he played in Colorado, I mean, he's still got a 133 OPS plus, which it puts on a normal playing field. Still did incredible. And I have his stats for his best season right here, where he finished 5th in MVP voting. That just shows you how crazy steroid era was.
Yep.
372 average, 463 on base percentage, a 698 slugging, a 1,162 OPS plus or OPS, and a 163 OPS plus. 42 home runs, 147 RBIs. It's just crazy. And he finished 5th in MVP voting.
What most people, and I sent you a picture of it. I had taken in LA when Tennessee was playing out there against UCLA. Todd played 3 years of football at the University of Tennessee. At the same time, he was playing baseball. That's just kind of blows my mind. I'm a big supporter in playing both sports and playing multiple sports if you want to get to the next level, especially if you don't know what you're going to specialize with.
Yeah.
Like you knew you were going to be a baseball player when you were 2, but most kids don't know that. So the fact that you could play at college football and college baseball at the same time, it's pretty incredible. Not a lot of people do that anymore.
Yeah.
Papa Ricky wants to hear about your shirt.
About the shirt?
Yeah, tell us about that shirt.
Yeah, okay, let me get up. Okay, what do you think it says on the back? I'm
going to go with Contreras.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Ryan Sandberg. This is the Hall of Fame series.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the only Cubs one of the Hall of Fame series, so I had to get it.
What's that? Is that signed over on the shoulder?
No, this is just the Nike logo, but I do have a signed one.
Okay. I hard to say you're not wearing your signed jersey, are you?
No, my signed jersey's white.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the Hall of Fame series.
Yep, Grandma Jen said, very cool, very cool. Nice. God, that makes me jealous now.
There may be a Braves one. I don't have no idea, though.
One of my favorite Cubs of all time, Ryan Sandberg. If I was going to get a Hall of Fame version of the Braves, I think I'd have to get a 44.
Probably Hank Aaron.
Yeah, I think so. Either a Hank Aaron or a Chipper, one of the two.
Maybe Dale Murphy, too. I have no idea.
Yeah. And 3 is one of my favorite numbers, and that's what Dale Murphy wore.
Yeah.
So, did you ever get to watch Todd Helton on TV or see any of his games?
No, not really. But, I just know he was incredible off the stats.
You ever go back and watch some of these guys on like YouTubes and stuff like that just to see how they swung the bat and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes I do that, but, I didn't do that this time.
He's left-handed, and he's just got a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
left-handers are always beautiful.
Yeah, like Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
Who else? Just a lot of beautiful swings from left to side.
All right, Ray. Since we didn't get her, who's your favorite left-handed swing? Is it Griffey Jr.?
Yes, Griffey.
I think he's mine too. So we didn't get our pre-show this year. We're going to have to do, even though we're about a third away into the season, we're going to have to do a prediction show.
Mm-hmm.
Are you prepared?
Okay, this is my series of way too early predictions.
All right. You want to start with the National League or American?
I'm gonna start with the American League.
Okay.
And first I'm gonna do the rankings in each division, and then I'm gonna go to the postseason.
You do it, stats man.
All right. So in the American League East, I got the Yankees winning the division. I'm sorry, Chris Parker, but they're just too good. And then the first wild card, which there's 3 wild cards this season for each league, so there's actually 12 teams playing instead of 10.
Yep.
So I got the Blue Jays in second, and they get a wild card spot, and the Rays get a wild card spot. Red Sox in fourth. I'm sorry, but the AL East is just too good.
It's a monster.
It's a monster, just like the Green Monster. Anyway. And then in fifth, I got the Orioles. I mean, there's just no shot they're making it anywhere this season, especially in that division.
Nice young catcher in Atlee Rushman, though.
Yeah, they do have pretty good prospects, and Grayson Rodriguez.
Go ahead.
And then in the AL Central, I got the White Sox to winning the division. I do not want to see that, though. But I feel like that's going to happen. They got a lot of good pitching, and they're just well-rounded.
Struggled a little bit out of the gate, though.
But I feel like they're going to pick up the pace on here in a little bit.
All right.
I just feel it coming. I don't want to say that as a Cubs fan, though.
No, I don't want to say it as I just don't like the White Sox.
Yeah. I do like Tim Anderson, though.
Great player. And this is Tony Lasorda's, not Tony Lasorda.
La Russa.
Tony La Russa's last season as a manager. So I will pull for Tony.
Yeah, I also like Tim Anderson, but I don't like the White Sox. And then in second place, I got the Twins. They get a wild card spot, so the AL West doesn't get any wild card spots. And then in third, I got not the Indians, the Guardians. I can't say that on television or I'm going to get banned.
I'm going to call them the Indians before the podcast is over, so you're all right.
Actually, I wrote down Indians. I mean, that's what it said on my phone.
I did too, so.
I don't know.
All right, the Guardians.
I ain't going into that, though.
I hate that, by the way.
Yeah, I love Chief Wahoo.
Yep.
I ain't going to get into that, though.
Yep.
And then fourth place, I got the Tigers. And then in fifth place, I got the Royals.
Okay.
That's probably a
all right there. What I'm most interested in, and I had a tough time because I didn't have any wild cards out of the AL West either. So
yeah, me neither. Who do you have for your wild card spots?
my wild card spots actually go to the White Sox, the Rays, and the Blue Jays. I have the Twins winning the Central.
Okay.
I you on the Yankees. The only thing I've disagreed with is I had the White Sox and Twins flopped.
Okay, so for my AL West,
Hey,
I got the Astros taking the division.
all right, can I give a shout out to your Grammy Tammy?
Yes, you can. Nana Tammy.
I do this with Ray because I learned something. He's the great.
Yeah.
You all who are giving him shout outs should be proud.
Yeah.
I love this kid too. So he is, and believe it or not, I learned something from him every podcast. Go ahead, Mr. Stats Man.
So AL West, first place, I got the Astros taking it. That should be a gimme. I mean, Astros they always find some way to pull it off. And then in second place, I got the Angels, but they're not making it anywhere because, they just never.
Love watching Shohei hit. Love
I
watching
love it.
Hit. Just a bunch of okay players after that, if that.
Yeah, but did you see about like a month ago in that game against the Rays, and Anthony Rendon hit lefty, and he hit a bomb?
I did.
And he hit it off of Brett Phillips.
I keep waiting for them to be better because they got Mars and Rendon. They're not.
They just can't pull it off. I mean, they're kind of wasting Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani's career right now.
Right. And, I kind of feel the same way when we get to the National Leagues about a certain guy in Washington. So we'll get to him a little bit.
Yeah, I already know who you're talking about.
All right.
Then in third place, I got the Rangers. They got some pretty good pieces. They got Corey Seager, Marcus Semien. Before June, he didn't have a home run. And now he has 6. So, But, they got some pretty good pieces. And then in fourth place, I got the Mariners. They got a lot of good outfield prospects, though. They got Julio Rodriguez. What else do they have? They got a lot of really great outfield spots.
And who do you have in last?
The Oakland Athletics.
All right, let's stop right there. How would you feel about the A's moving to Charlotte or Nashville? Would you want to go see them play?
I probably. Aren't they moving away out of Oakland just because of the stadium?
The stadium. I lived in California in 99, 2000, and that stadium was a crap hole back then, 22 years ago. Now you can't imagine.
It's probably a dump now.
And you compare it just across the bay. Within a 15-minute drive, then is San Francisco, and you've got
they got an incredible ballpark.
Yeah, McCovey Cove. It's just like
so fun to look at.
They traded away their 2 best players and got some nice young prospects from the Braves.
They got Christian Pache. He's really good outfield spot if he can figure it out.
And Shea Langford-Ears is going to be big time catcher. And then they got 2 great young arms. They got a lot for Matt Olson, and then they got a lot for Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
So I just get out of Oakland and get someplace they can have nice stuff,
Yeah, because I'm surprised they don't have nice stuff in California, though.
Yeah, well, Oakland's kind of not at the best place. All right, you want to do the American League playoff? Or you want to jump to the National League for prediction?
I'm going to the National League real quick.
By the way, our American League West prediction was exactly right. Exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, here we go. So.
And we're going to agree about the NL East, as hard as it is for me to say it, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm sorry to all the Braves fans that are watching this. I know about half the people here are Braves fans, but I got the Mets taking the division.
And you still got Soroka out.
Yeah.
Not healthy. and Ozzy Osbourne broke his foot last night, out 60 days. Braves are just not the Braves. I still think they're good enough to make the wild card, though, Ray.
Yeah, I got them in second getting the wild card.
And they've won 12 straight. It's not like they're going anywhere, but I'm going to give the division to the Mets, too.
Yeah, and then third place, I got the Phillies. Just, they're right there. I mean, they're so close. But, you got to get past the Braves and the Mets.
I wanted to give the Phillies a wild card, and I didn't.
I didn't give them a wild card either.
The Braves and the Mets are so good.
They
play in a division where you've got to be. If you win that division, you've got a pretty good chance to go to the World Series.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
The Phillies are just right there. They got Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott. They have Bryce Harper locked up for eternity. Pretty much.
Majors by the time he's leaving Philly.
Yeah, he'll be 41 by the time he leaves Philly.
Oh, Lord.
And then they got really good prospects like Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, and just, they're just so close but so far because these two teams right here, Mets and the Braves, they're just in the way.
God, Mets rotations, unreal.
Yeah, if the Phillies were in the NL Central, they would knock out.
I think they win. Yeah, I think so. And who do you have fourth?
I have the Marlins.
And dead last,
the Nationals.
And to me, everybody can say what they want to. Best player in the game, even more than Acuna, who I love, Juan Soto.
He's definitely going to get traded this year. Yeah. I'm sorry, he's going to get traded.
All right. Good.
NL Central time.
Okay.
It's going to hurt to watch.
Struggled with this one.
Okay, so taking the division, I've got the St. Louis Cardinals.
I have
the Brewers.
The Milwaukee Brewers, yes.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals. But for the wild card spot, I do have the Brewers.
I have the Cardinals taking the wild card spot.
So yeah, pretty much those are just flipped.
Yep.
And then in third place, I got the Cubs, Pirates, and then the Reds.
I have the Pirates, Cubs, and then the Reds.
Pirates, Cubs. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Just a little different.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter in the playoffs.
All right.
But yeah, the Brewers, their pitching staff is probably the best in the game. They got Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, Freddie Peralta, Josh Hader. They got so many all-star arms in there, and they probably got the best rotation in the game.
And a decent bullpen.
Yeah, decent bullpen, and they have Josh Hader. Pretty much, if you're watching a game in the ninth inning and they bring in Josh Hader, you probably just turn your TV off.
That's it. All right. I couldn't figure the next one out because I wanted to put 3 teams in, and I'd already told you I have the Cardinals getting in on a wild card, so there's only 2 spots left for 3 really good teams in the NL West.
Wait, did you not give the Braves a wild card spot?
I did.
Did you give the Brewers one?
Yes.
That means you got one more.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have 3 teams, I think, that are playoff ability in the West.
So, yeah, in first place, I got the Dodgers. They're always the big brother in that division.
I got the Dodgers in first, too.
Yeah, they are the big brother, and they will always be the big brother in that division. And that's just how it is.
Yep.
And then in second place, I got the Padres.
Me too. That means both of us have the San Francisco Giants out of the playoffs.
Yep. I just don't think the Giants, without Buster Posey, I don't think they're going to make it. Even though they're right there. I mean, they're so close.
Again, do you think the Giants would win the Central if they were in the Central? Because I do.
Oh, yeah. Well, they wouldn't win the Central, but they would definitely make a wild card spot.
Yeah. All right. So we got the playoffs set up.
All right. So here, let me pull up my
that division. You have the Diamondbacks and then the Rockies.
Okay, I got it now. Okay, so that's pretty much what the bracket looks like right there.
All right.
You got pretty much you got the first team in the wild card spot and the second team facing the third team from the wild card spot.
Okay.
Based on their records. So in the wild card game 1 and wild card game 2, it's the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves.
Ooh.
So I picked the Atlanta Braves to move on.
I go with.
And then it would be the Atlanta Braves against the Milwaukee Brewers.
Ooh.
And I picked the Braves again, just because they always make it in the playoffs.
Yeah, I would probably pick the Braves too.
And then it would be the Atlanta Braves against the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I picked the Dodgers.
Because that's got to happen every year, or it's not the baseball playoff.
Yeah, it seems like every single year the Braves face the Dodgers.
Well, that has to happen because when we get to my World Series, you'll see what I'm saying. I will pick the Dodgers too.
And then I picked the Dodgers to move on. And then it would be the Mets against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Wow.
And I picked the Mets. Then the National League Championship Series, it'd be the Mets and the Dodgers. And I picked the Mets.
And before we got on here, I said I was going to pick the Dodgers. So
yeah, I had to think about that all day.
I did too.
I had to sit on that one.
Because the Dodgers aren't exactly tearing it up right now, but there's so much talent on that team. They're going to figure it out.
I picked the Mets. You know.
Can't blame.
So then on the American League side,
let's see that
bracket, it'd be the wild card 1 and wild card 2. It'd be the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. I picked the Toronto Blue Jays.
I'll pick the Toronto Blue Jays.
And then for then it'd be the Toronto Blue Jays against the Minnesota Twins. I picked the Toronto Blue Jays.
I'll pick the Toronto Blue Jays.
And then it's the Yankees against the Blue Jays. And then I picked the Yankees.
Boy, that's a great series, though, isn't it?
That'd be a great series.
I'll take the Yankees, too.
But, yeah, that would probably have to go to Game 5. Or the last game, or how we do it now.
Yeah.
And then it would be the White Astros. I picked the Whites to move on to the ALCS.
Give me the Astros.
You picked the Astros, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked the White Sox. It hurts to say that, but one of my favorite players is on that team, and Tim Anderson. I don't know why I like Tim Anderson so much, but Chicago White Sox and the Yankees. I picked the Yankees to move on.
Maybe the Yankees to move on.
So then it would be a crosstown series between the Yankees and the Mets. That would be very fun to watch.
I'm gonna have the Yankees and the Dodgers. The number 2.
Yankees and the Dodgers. And then between the Yankees and the Mets, for me, I picked the Yankees. Who do you pick between the Yankees and the Dodgers?
I would go Dodgers.
All right, so your winner's the Dodgers, mine's the Yankees. I'm sorry, Chris Barker, but the Yankees they're just too good right now.
Chris Barker just timed in with "Let's go Red Sox." Love you, Ray Ray. I like your picks better as far as I'd love to see the Mets and the Yankees in the World Series.
That would be so fun to watch. Like, do you remember that series last year where Lindor hit 3 home runs in one game?
No.
Yeah, he hit 3 home runs in one game, and then he trotted around the bases. He mocked Giancarlo Stanton while he was trotting the bases, and he hit his 3rd bomb of the game. That was just so fun to watch. If that was a World Series, that would just be absolutely incredible. The entire country would probably be watching that game.
Yeah, it would be awesome. All right, well, we got about 10 more minutes, Ray. Let's get through the league winners.
All right, let me pull this out real quick. Where is my league leaders? Okay, I got it right here.
It's going to be the NL MVP, AL MVP, and the Cy Young winner on both of them. Got to pull up my cheat sheet again, Ray, so give me just a minute.
Okay. I already got mine out here.
Yeah, I had mine saved, and then so how are you doing? I like the new hair. When did you go with the new hair? Oh.
Yeah, I got this like at the start of the year.
It's cool.
Here, let me pull it out.
That's a lot of hair.
Yeah, it is a lot of hair. Yeah, I guess I'll keep my hat off the rest of the thing. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get it re-permed or cut it straight or something. It's kind of fuzzy right now. Yeah. Okay, are we doing AL or NL MVP first?
Let's do. You go with it. Whichever one you want to do.
I'm gonna go with the AL.
Okay.
So the MVP so far this year, anyway, I got Aaron Judge, and then the runner-up I got Jose Ramirez.
And we said beforehand, coming on, I really liked your picks, and
you went with Trout.
I went with Trout.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's just good all the time. I don't know why.
And I think he'll get hot after the All-Star break. So I'm going to go Trout in the AL.
Yeah. I may regret picking Aaron Judge, though. But he's on fire this year.
He is.
318 average, 24 home runs. He leads the league in that. 48 RBIs. He's second place in that. Behind my runner-up, I think.
All right. Yeah.
And then his OPS is over 1,000, and his OPS plus is over 200. So he's pretty much over 100% better than the average hitter. That's just blows my mind. He's pretty much two hitters combined in one, or two average hitters. And then my runner-up, I got Jose Ramirez.
Hold on, I got a comment. First of all, Tim Stafford said you look good.
Thanks.
Chris Barker said only Cubs rock the perm.
Yeah.
I think there's some jealousy there, right? All right, buddy. Let's get back. Are we going? We're going National League Cy Young or MVP next?
Yeah, I'm going runner-up with AL real quick.
Okay.
I got Jose Ramirez. He's got a 292 average, 16 home runs. And this is where runner-up comes in. He has 59 RBIs already.
Wow.
And he's got over 1,000 OPS, and his OPS plus is 191. Just, oh my God. Okay, now we got the National League MVPs. So yeah, it hurts to say this, but a Cardinal's probably going to win it because he's just been tearing it up lately. Paul Goldschmidt.
Hey, Chris, I wished I could have a perm myself.
Yeah.
Paul Goldschmidt. I went with Manny Machado.
Yeah, I have him as my runner-up right now. Yeah, let me list off Goldschmidt's numbers.
Go ahead.
Rocking a 327 average with 12 homers, 47 RBIs, 998 OPS, and a 184 OPS plus. So he's not doing as good as Judge, but maybe a little calm down right now. And he has a 411 on base percentage. He's an on base machine. And then I'll list off Machado's stats since you have him picked. He's got a 323 average.
Everybody be patient. We're getting a little delay on mine.
Did it make me leave again?
You're back.
Okay. 323 average, 10 homers, 37 RBIs, 929 OPS, and a 169 OPS plus. He's having a really good year so far. I don't blame you for picking it.
All right. You're going to have to help me with that Cy Youngs because I'm looking at one now. I think I'm going to change my mind.
All right. So I'm going to go American League first off. This man, he just came out of nowhere and is having an incredible season. He doesn't have Jacob deGrom numbers, but he just came out of nowhere and burst on the scene. Shane McClanahan for Tampa Bay Rays. He's got a 1.87 ERA. That's pretty much how much runs he gives up in 9 innings. So he's been lighting it up so far. He's pitched 12 games. He has a 7-2 record. He's pitched 72 innings, and he has 98 strikeouts already.
Wow.
You said we're about 1/3 of the season, so if he pitched the full season, he'd have almost 300 strikeouts. That's incredible. And he has a .86 whip. That just blows my mind. I mean, that's pretty much how many walks and hits he gives up per inning. And he has a 188 ERA plus. And this is a stat that I don't know if you use, but it's fielding independent pitching. That's pretty much how he would do if there was no fielders. And it's 2.45. That is mind-boggling. And then for the National League, I got Joe Musgrove for the San Diego Padres. He's from San Diego. That's probably why he's doing so good. He's pitched 11 games. He has a 7-0 record. He hasn't lost a game yet. And he has a 1.5 ERA. That's just crazy. He has 72 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts as well, .93 whip, which that's still incredible, and a 2.59 ERA plus.
That's unreal.
That is unreal.
You need to shout out your dad.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dad, and
he's driving right now, still listening.
Also, I think there's a Missouri pitcher here too. Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick.
And Brandon.
And Chris said he can't wait to strike you out again, Ray.
Yeah. And Joe Musgrove also has a 2.65 fielding independent pitching. That's just crazy. All right, give me your Cy Young picks.
I had said someone else earlier, but I changed my mind looking at the stats. Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer. Yeah, that's a good pick. Max Scherzer. And then
go ahead.
Who do you have for American League?
I'm going to stay with Corbin.
Corbin? Yeah. He's
on the best pitching staff.
Yeah, he's still lighting it up. Even after the Cy Young season about a year ago.
So, are you looking forward to the rest of the baseball season? Just
yeah.
The Cubs are out of it.
Yeah, I'm just excited to watch the All-Star game, postseason. I know the Cubs aren't going to be in that.
How about the home derby? Enjoy that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite events in baseball. But, yeah. Pete Alonso's definitely going to be in the home run derby.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had Pete Alonso winning it 3rd time in a row.
Really?
Yeah, I'm picking Pete Alonso to win it.
So you're just kind of hanging on for the All-Star break, and then you'll really get into it when it comes.
Yeah.
Chris said last time he pitched to you, you sent a ball to the next county.
Yeah, I hit a couple out in Virginia. I played on the Little League field.
Really?
Yeah, I played on my cousin's field. Yeah. He had a game right before I came there, or no, right after I came there, and yeah, I sent a couple balls to the moon. But that one ball, Chris hit. So pretty much it's like field, and then there's like a big hill. He hit it on the top of the hill.
And hey, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about your old team just for a second.
Oh yeah, I completely missed that team. I miss every single player on it, and just I wish I could still be playing for that team, but you know.
Your name's up in the field for winning the Rick Honey World Series.
Yeah, my name's there, and they actually spelled it wrong.
They did. Well, how'd they spell it?
They spelled it Raylen. They missed one letter, but I don't really care. But
it's still there.
My name's still on that field. I mean,
yeah, and will forever.
Biggest tournament of the year, and it should be there for a long time. And I just miss every player that's on that team. And most of the players that were on that team and rival team joined into a select team. I played on that team for 1 or 2 months. Yeah, I'll miss that team too. I'll just miss baseball there.
There's always another challenge, though, and you never know who you might meet at the next stop. And I'm sure you're going to find kids there that love baseball just as much as you do.
Yeah, hope that's the case.
That's the good thing about baseball, Ray. If you're a kid, you can't help but love baseball.
Yeah, I love baseball so much.
And I'm glad. And your mom just said Chickamauga was a great place for baseball. I'm glad you got.
Absolutely.
Well, I got a feeling deep down in my heart the next place is going to be really good for baseball too. You know why I know that?
Why?
1/9 of an all-star team and come in there to help them out, and that's you. So they're going to get an amazing player. There's some coach up there that's struggling right now that doesn't know what's going to come to his way here pretty soon. So
yeah, hopefully I make an impact up there.
Yeah, that's all you can do is come in, play hard, and do your best. It's a great town too. So I think we got to do this a little more often. There's too many people been asking for you, and life got busy, and you were moving, and it was kind of crazy, and we tried to schedule it and couldn't get it scheduled. But you're a big part of RiverCity-Media. Matter of fact, you helped start it, so think you've always got a home here, buddy. And I love talking to you anytime you get a chance.
Yeah. I love talking to you too. I mean, I just love writing down all this stuff, and it's part of what I do.
Yeah, maybe a couple of weeks we'll come back as it gets real close to the All-Star break, and we'll talk about the All-Star game.
Yep.
Because that's about a day, and maybe we can come and we can just talk about the All-Star game. And tell you what, I got a challenge for you. I want you to come up with Ray's All-Star team. We'll do it 2 weeks from tonight. Ray's All-Star team.
I already put my All-Star voting in.
Well, you're going to have to come out and you're going to have to justify all your All-Star team. And then I'm going to bring up my All-Star team, and we'll compare and we'll see who's on our All-Star team, and then we'll see who actually makes it.
Yeah, and I posted on my TikTok page if you want to go check it out.
I will, but I want to hear it in person in 2 weeks.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, let me give everyone my link to my TikTok right there.
Yeah.
276.ray. Look that up on TikTok. You'll find me.
At 276Ray. And of course you can
make sure to put the period though. It's right there.
And on RiverCity-Media, we've switched homes a little bit. If you're watching this on Facebook, it still works, but we've went more to the iTunes and we're posting our archives now on YouTube. So the archive of this show will stay on it's Chris, it's 276.ray.
Yeah, that's my TikTok page. I put my All-Star picks, but I misclicked on Pete Alonso. I meant to put Paul Goldschmidt, so don't flame me on that one.
Yeah. All right, and Ray, we'll make sure this happens again, man. And I miss you.
Yes, I do.
Surprise before it's over with this summer. You might have to see the old fat man somewhere along the way. Thank you for your lovely family letting us take a little bit of the time away. Your dad.
Thank you. I love doing this.
I love having you, buddy. It's been too long. So
I know.
For Randall, who is the bottom half of this show, and for the star of the show, the Ray on Baseball Show, I'm Ray. Final words, Ray?
Shout out to everyone watching. Love the support. Go watch River City Media.
Smash that like. Stay with us. All right, Ray. I'll see you in 2 weeks for Randall Cunningham.
All right.
For Ray. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.